Good evening and welcome to MTV's News Update for today, November 23, 2021. I'm Sandy Ramotar. First, our top headlines. Government to develop the merit system for contractors. Oxygen plant delayed by logistical issues. Ghana's food sector performing well amidst pandemic effects. And in sports science to be integrated in Elite Academy. Now for the news in details. President Dr. Irfan Ali has put contractors on notice that a demerit system will be developed by the end of the year, which will access the value of outstanding works which can debar them from getting new contracts. Here's Luan Williams.
President Dr. Irfan Ali on Monday engaged contractors who are executing major projects for the government at the Arjachong Convention Center. There, the head of state said the timely completion of projects is an issue that is important for the government and contractors to address. He said the government will be assessing every contractor and project executed at the end of the year, and a demerit system would be developed.
The demerit system is that the net value of outstanding work will be transferred to the new year and it will become your net value of work in progress. That would disallow you from having new contract or disallow you from a certain level of new contract. That too will be in the bidding document by agents.
President Ali charged the contractors to execute their work projects while ensuring quality is maintained as Guyana goes through a period of growth and development. Dr. Ali was adamant that structure was needed at all levels since the end product would need to be of quality in order to benefit the citizens. The head of state said his duty is to ensure Guyana develops at all levels and that its people are satisfied with the quality of work. According to Dr. Ali, his cabinet is committed to fulfilling a comprehensive mandate of development, but said this is not only involves the government agencies, but also all of the contractors who are executing projects.
Every ounce of my energy and the cabinet energy and the technician energy will be at achieving that mandate in the interests of Guyana and every single Guyanese, and you are a part of that. And you are a part. And that is why we are having this conversation. I am not telling you that you're a part of the PVP Civic. That is not what I'm telling you. I am telling you that you are part of the mechanism that would allow or disallow this government from achieving its commitment to the people of this country. The government and all of you in this room have a professional responsibility to ensure that our plans and programs are achieved.
President Ali also told the contractors that they must be able to take constructive criticisms. He noted that a contractor who is bidding for and being awarded large projects that fall under $100 million should not be bidding for small projects. The head of state noted that when contractors who operate at a large scale go after small projects, they are taken away from small contractors.
Absolute nonsense for you and for us. Because there is something called economies of scale and allocation of resources, allocation of material, human, financial, and material resources. And if you are a tier 1 contractor and you want to spend the time to allocate resources on a $5 million project, you will bust. Not burst, you will bust. You will not be able to efficiently implement or achieve your outcome.
Dr. Ali also touched on contractors having multiple projects. He said the government does not have a problem with companies having multiple projects, but they must understand that the projects have to be executed at the same time. Contractors were also told to increase their capacity in both human resources and machinery. The president noted that some contractors have been working without an engineer on site despite having them listed as personnel on bid documents. This, the president said, will be addressed with a new contract and with a clause that will now recognize the qualifications of someone who can sign off on their work. He also said that the quality of the project will be comprehensively spelled out in the bid document and that there will be a clause of what is the contractor's responsibility for a specified time for clarity moving forward. The president emphasized that it is important for contractors to address their shortcomings since tremendous opportunities will open for them in the near future and the local content legislation will open opportunities. President Ali pointed out that the new Demerara Harbor Bridge project alone will require an amount of concrete that would exhaust the country's current producing capacity. The president said that the development of a 4-lane highway from Busby Dam to Ogle and then to Cane Grove on the east coast of the Demerara, an expanded 4-lane highway on the Quarantine, an industrial estate that will require billions in contractual services. The president noted that for these opportunities to be taken full advantage of, the contractors must have a shift in their culture and thinking.
Whilst we're developing, we have to start thinking and operating as if we are first world. Because unfortunately, that is how people are judging us. Because of what is taking place as a result of oil and gas, everybody is judging us as first world. Do not sleep on the development drive. 8 hours of sleep is too much for you. Trust me. You need 5 hours. Take the 3 and go to work. That is what is demanded now.
Luan Williams, from MTV's News Update.
Project manager at the Ministry of Public Works, Mark Green, today assured road users that the new road markings are seen on the Sheriff Mandela Road, once completed, will cater for cyclists, bus stops turn off and right away. Here again is Luan Williams.
Works on the $1 billion Sheriff Street Mandela Road project is moving apace with the markings of the roads currently ongoing. The new markings has raised an eyebrow with some Ghanaians expressing concern over the new markings. However, project manager Mark Green told this newscast that the new road markings currently on the road is still to be completed. He said the new road markings, when completed, will cater for cycle lane, turn off, right of way, bus stop, and many more. The new markings will be completed by the end of the month.
There's one aspect that is not complete, which is the directional arrow. The directional arrow will show the driver which lane he needs to remain in. So for example, if you're going straight, the straight arrow tells you which lane to go straight. And if you want to turn right, let's say into, that would be 2nd Avenue to Bryanville, you would go into the right turning lane, which has a right turn arrow and a stop line. So you go there, you wait when the traffic is clear, then you cross into that side street. So that's what we're gonna do. In the sections, what was initially being done was install all the yellow centerline markings and then install the white lane markings. Now we've done most of those, but we'll stop, put in the pedestrian crossings and put in the arrows, the directional arrows. We'll also put in the marking, the cycle lane marking, which is basically like a cycle to show that that is the cycle lane. So it'll be a little bit more clearer once those works are done.
Meanwhile, the minister within the Ministry of Public Works earlier today met with the contractors who are conducting the road marking process. He urged the contractors to complete the process as soon as possible to avoid confusion.
So this is work in progress. It is work in progress. So it's not completed. So they would put down the white and some of the yellows, but they have to put in the arrows and so on. There are some turns that are maintaining a particular consistency for a cycle lane. So the guys are working out to see how they can, make sure that, it's done in a way so that you can have smooth flow of traffic, less meandering, at the same time maintaining the width and the safety for the cyclist lane on both sides, right?
The Sheriff Mandela Road expansion project was launched in 2018 but faced many setbacks under the former APNU AFC government. Funding from the Inter-American Development Bank was halted in 2019 after it had cited various health and safety concerns. The project was restarted in September 2020 by the current PPPC government and initially anticipated an August 4, 2021 completion. However, due to circumstances, the deadline was extended and works are currently ongoing. Luan Williams for MTV's News Update.
The PPPC government remains resolute at ensuring citizens continue to benefit from sustainable food security and nutritious food amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Since the new administration took office in August 2020, Ghana, unlike many countries globally, has been a leading nation in efforts to advance and maintain its food sector. A new report released recently by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization listed conflict, climate variability, and extremes, economic slowdowns, and downturns as some of the negative effects on food security and nutrition worldwide. The FAO believes that if food systems are transformed and incentives are put in place for food systems to provide affordable, healthy diets, they could become a powerful driving force towards ending hunger, food security, and malnutrition in all its forms. And this has been the objective of the PPPC government even as it successfully completed 15 months in office. Some $41 billion was injected into the sector, which transforms it into a more diversified, resilient, and competitive industry. The sector now encourages investment and spurs profitable business where agricultural producers operate. You're watching MTV's News Update. More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanups, or construction sites. It's simple. Step 1, just pick up the phone and give us a call. Step 2, we deliver the skip bin size of your choice. Step 3, load the skip with all of your junk. And finally, step 4, we take it all away. It's that simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there's no job that's too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1156.
It's starting to stock up and save big in a massive pre-Christmas sale on Softex tissues. Buy a bale of 24 rolls for only $1,000. That's right, 24 rolls for just $1,000. This deal is only available direct from our factories at Softex Manufacturing, Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site. Remember the deal, one bale, 24 rolls, $1,000. So hurry and save big before the holidays. For more information, call 622-4197 or 623-4197.
Fibertech materials are used in a multitude of ways, from repairing and fabrication of auto body, fishing, and household items. We have available various fiberglass mattings, resin, mold releases, brushes, and rollers for all of your repair needs. We offer technical advice and free training to ensure you get the job done. For further information, call us at 220-6907 or 220-9192.
This is MTV's News Update. Welcome back. The Women's Chamber of Commerce and Industry has pledged to help women-led businesses get access to finance and markets, two areas which it said are hindering the development of these businesses. More from Rihanna Griffith.
President of the Women's Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Rowena Elliott, said that the chamber is committed to ensure that the challenges faced by women-led businesses are addressed. She said, access to finance and market have been hindering business development in most of these businesses. Some 40 women-led businesses are members of the newly formed chambers, which is dedicated to creating a collective voice for women to achieve success and economic independence through business ownership and self-employment.
Access to financing, it's been a big hindrance for females. It generally is, but then out of that, the percentage of it for women, they have most of the problems as it relates to the access to markets. It seems to be something that is also a hindrance to female businesses.
However, she said that the chamber is in the process of engaging the International Development Bank on accessing finance for these businesses. In addition to this, the chamber will be assisting the women in obtaining the relevant documents for timely access to finance.
What you need to provide to any agency that is providing funding for something, whether it's a loan or a grant, you need to know what you have to do and what documents you need to provide and what reports you need to give them, what financials they need to see. And if you don't know how to even prepare these things, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So the idea is, yes, to have programs, and again, that comes back to our training and development committee, who's going to have the mandate to have these bits and pieces, whether it's via workshops or seminars, as much as possible to train persons.
She noted too that the chamber is looking to collaborate with various agencies in an effort where women-owned businesses can get access to markets.
In certain realms, we can't do everything on our own, as we know, so a major part of our mandate will be to have these collaborative efforts.
She said once these issues are addressed, women-led business in Guyana will benefit significantly. Currently, the chamber has members involved in the field of business, finance, information technology, waste management, among other sectors. Reporter for MTV's News Update, Rihanna Griffith.
Despite the delay in the shipment of the oxygen plant from India, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony has assured that there is enough supply of oxygen at the Infectious Diseases Hospital. Here is more.
Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony said the Ministry of Health has not received the oxygen plant as yet, since there has been a delay due to logistical challenges. He said the government does not have a date as to when it will be arriving in Guyana. The Hindu Sawayam Sevak Sangh, HSS and Sewa Guyana, last month donated an oxygen plant to the Ministry of Health to reduce the cost of purchasing medical oxygen. The plant, once arrived, is expected to be installed at the Liliendal Infectious Diseases Hospital.
So the plant is procured and they have it basically to ship. The challenge that you have, you know, there's a global problem with shipping, and that's the challenge that they're having.
Minister Anthony said the COVID-19 hospital at Liliendal has adequate supply of oxygen to treat COVID-19 patients. The ministry has been working closely with a local company to source the oxygen.
Right now we have built out the facility in such a way that almost every bed now you can access oxygen from every bed. So we are no longer using cylinders on the wards, but you can have piped oxygen to the bed.
Luan Williams, for MTV's News Update.
The Ministry of Health recently hosted a two-day medical outreach at Imbaimidai Region 7, Kayuni Mazaruni. Director General of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Vishwa Mahadio, led the medical team of dentists, eye specialists and diagnostic medical sonographers, among others, to the community. Dr. Mahadio said persons needing further medical attention will be brought to the coast to ensure they receive adequate care. The doctor told the residents that the medical outreach is not a one-off event but will continue over time. He said additional training will be provided to doctors working in the community to improve services. Dr. Mahadio said while the ministry is seeking to expand medical services in hinterland communities, there is also a need for community involvement. He urged residents to form a managing committee to assist in the overall management of health facilities in the village. More news coming up on the other side of the break.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority has employed the services of rangers, and we're kindly asking you, the members of the public, for your full cooperation as we seek to bring order and semblance to communities under our management. Our rangers are responsible for the monitoring of schemes for contravention under the Town and Country Planning Act and agreement of sales issued to allottees, responding appropriately to reports made by members of the public or allottees in schemes where there are illegal activities in contravention of the CHMPA's policies and the Town and Country Planning Act, to undertake investigations into report on the misuse of the roads, squatting, animal nuisance, and dumping of garbage and derelict vehicles in schemes, issue notices for illegal construction and letters regarding penalties to be paid for the storage of materials on the roads within our schemes. Our rangers will be properly identifiable at all times, as they have all been outfitted with the agency's badge. From time to time, they will be in your community, so in order for them to function effectively and better serve you, your cooperation is needed.
A message from the Central Housing and Planning Authority.
Are you building or renovating your home? Then come to Beeson for a wide range of aluminum and UPVC windows and doors. Get from single hung sash, awning, casement, sliding windows, plus sliding and swinging doors. All our products can be customized and fitted with insect screens and are sealed tight to withstand harsh weather conditions. At Beeson's, we also carry commercial, glass and French doors, showcases, aluminum louvers, curtain walls, aluminum rails, plus sliding and frameless shower doors. So look no further. Visit our showroom today at Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site or call 622-4197 or 623-4197. Beeson Windows and Doors, built with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
You're watching MTV's News Update. Welcome back. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said despite efforts to improve COVID-19 vaccination in regions 2, 8, and 10, their numbers remain the lowest in the country.
Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony said that regions with high vaccination rate will see a decrease in the number of active cases. He, however, noted that cases from regions with relatively low vaccination rates can pose a risk of severe cases and deaths.
So the regions right now with the lowest vaccination rates would be Region 10, Region 8, and Region 2. These are regions with relatively low vaccination rate, both for first and second dose. And we would therefore expect that at some point, when we get cases from these regions, we will probably see some of the more severe cases coming out that require hospitalization. And if people remain unvaccinated, some of them would die.
He noted that currently there are 1,836 active cases countrywide, with 95 new cases recorded in the last 24 hours. The health minister said that majority of these cases are from Region 3. Currently in Region 3, Lucian has 45 cases, Parika has 41, and Parfit Harmony has 32.
Port Royal with 26 cases, Cornida Ida with 26 cases. So these are the areas in Region 3 where we have a number of cases.
Meanwhile, he noted that in Region 4 on the East Bank, Grove currently has 24 active cases, while Diamond has 22 and Hurstelling has 21. And on the East Coast, Thras Bay has 14 active cases.
In Georgetown, we continue to see cases at Sophia, with 30 cases in Sophia, Kitty with 26. Camberville, we have about 25 cases there.
The Health Minister further noted that in Region 6, New Amsterdam has 28 cases, while in Region 10, Wismar has 32 active cases.
And we have 25 cases in Amilas Ward and 21 cases in Murataro. What we will probably eventually see is that in the areas where there's high levels of vaccination, we will see a decline in the cases.
Minister Anthony is again encouraging persons to get vaccinated to prevent them from contracting a severe form of the virus. To date, some 396,840 adults have received their first jab of a COVID-19 vaccine, while some 271,206 have been fully vaccinated. In terms of the children vaccination rate, currently some 28,769 persons have received their first jab of the Pfizer vaccine, while some 19,946 have been fully immunized. Reporter for MTV News Update, Rianne Griffiths.
18 community service officers from Region 1 Barima-Waini are now better equipped to operate and maintain water and sanitation facilities in their communities. This is as a result of a two-day training seminar facilitated by the Ghana Water Incorporated in Mabru, Region 1. It was funded by the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP. The training included both theoretical and practical components and was done as a part of Phase 2 of the Water Sanitation and Hygiene Programme. Phase 1 was launched in hinterland communities in 2019. Focus areas of the capacity building training exercise were photovoltaic systems, the operation and maintenance of pumping systems, maintenance of water distribution systems, sampling and analysis of water parameters, and the construction of basic sanitation systems. The participants were from the villages of Whitewater, Kamwater, Baramita, Arakaka, Falstop, Canal Bank, Sibai, and Corberemo. Training in hand washing and menstrual hygiene was also done with Venezuelan migrants in Whitewater. The success of Phase 1 birthed further funding from a collaboration with the UNDP for the implementation of Phase 2. This funding is geared towards providing greater access to sustainable potable water supply and safe sanitation, whilst strengthening capacity both with GWI and hinterland communities for the operation and maintenance of the newly established facilities. We now take a look at tips for healthy living, brought to you with the kind compliments of Natura's high and low milk powder, distributed by Davies Variety.
What does Natura High and Low Milk Powder have? It is fortified with the extra goodness of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura High and Low. Healthy can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura High and Low Milk Powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
Hepatitis B, also known as Hep B, is an infection that attacks the liver and is a possible life-threatening infection caused by the hepatitis B virus, HBV. This is according to the World Health Organization. Hep B is considered a sexually transmitted infection, which can cause chronic and acute disease and also lead to liver cancer. Persons who are at risk of getting hepatitis B are newborns through the birthing process, men who have sex with men, a person with multiple sex partners, and person who shares needles during IV drug use. Hepatitis B is caused by the hepatitis B virus and is transmitted through sexual contact with an infected person, blood transmission, and the sharing of needles, syringes, or other drug injection equipment. A newborn can also be infected with hepatitis B by his or her mother at birth. Symptoms of Hep B can range from mild to severe and usually appear about 1 to 4 months after a person has been infected. although you can see them as early as 2 weeks post-infection. According to the WHO, some people, usually young people, may not have any symptoms. However, some signs and symptoms include abdominal pain, dark urine, fever, joint pain, loss of appetite, nausea and vomiting, weakness and fatigue, and yellowing of your skin and the white of your eyes. The best way to prevent the hepatitis B infection is by getting vaccinated. The WHO recommends all newborns to receive the hepatitis B vaccine as soon as possible after birth, preferably within 24 hours, followed by 2 or 3 doses of vaccine at least 4 weeks apart to complete the immunization process. Apart from infant vaccination, the use of antiviral prophylaxis for the prevention of hepatitis B transmission from mother to child is recommended. Safe sex practices such as minimizing the number of sexual partners, using protection such as condom can also protect against transmission. There is no cure for hepatitis B once you have the condition, but antiviral medications such as entecavir and tenofovir can help fight the virus and slow its ability to damage your liver and improve long-term survival. Care for persons with Hep B must be aimed at maintaining comfort and adequate nutritional balance, including replacement of fluids lost from vomiting and diarrhea. It is important to note that unnecessary medications like acetaminophen, paracetamol, and other medication against vomiting should be avoided.
What does Natura High and Low Milk Powder have? It is fortified with the extra good nuts of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura High and Low. Healthy can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura High and Low Milk Powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
The ISG and MTV's Sport Update is next. Stay tuned.
The light on your face, no mask will hide.
Feel the joy burn deep inside.
Let's have a great Christmas this year.
You, me, and Republic Bank, my dear.
Whatever you need, light up your Christmas with Republic Bank and get a chance to win $825,000 in cash prizes. Plus, get a chance to give a family a Christmas hamper in your name. Log on to republicguyana.com for more details. Let's light up Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you running around looking for construction materials? Well, run down to Lens for affordable, high-quality building supplies. We have the widest range of grade A floor and wall tiles in any shape, size, and designs. And all types of ceramics, porcelain glazed, and full-body porcelain. We stock the largest collection of large format tiles. Check out our porcelain slabs as big as 10 feet by 4.5 feet. Add a bit of elegance with our large range of decorative molding. Our line of PPG paints will give you vibrant colors that won't fade. With our wall and ceiling gypsum system, it's light, durable, and fast. So come down to Lens at 136 Cherry Street, which is next to Buddy's and Pizza Hut, for that 31 years of Lens quality.
You can be a millionaire by only spending $100 on a Daily Million ticket. Simply pick any 5 numbers from 1 to 26, or you can buy a quick pick for your chance to win the Daily Millions. Purchase your tickets daily, Monday through Saturday, to get a chance to win $1 million every day. So, feeling lucky? Then buy a Daily Millions ticket today. Remember, a ticket today could make you rich today.
It's that festive time of the year again, and Gaffurs will be making Christmas special for more than 100 lucky customers. Shop at any of our 7 complexes countrywide for a chance to win one of 60 power tools, one of 18 microwaves, one of 12 smart televisions, one of 6 complete AC split units, and one of 6 motorcycles. Simply spend $10,000 or more in our retail stores to earn an entry. Drawings take place on the 1st, 10th, and 20th of December. So the more you shop, the more you can win at Gaffurs.
Welcome to Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., Guyana's sole distributor of NP and Ultra lubricants, SKF bearings, seal and belts, international trucks and parts, and Napa batteries. With a bond capacity of 30,000 square foot, we offer superior brands at affordable prices and the best after-sales service. ISG supplies sustainable integrated solutions to make your business a growing success. Visit us at our new main office at Lot 4Q Peters Hall. ISG, the best opportunity to make the right choice.
West Indies women earned their first points in their opening match of the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup qualifier when they defeated Ireland women by 6 wickets. Winning the toss and electing to bowl first, West Indies women restricted Ireland women to 159 all out in 43 overs. Head coach Courtney Walsh was pleased with the opening match.
A good game. They got off to a decent start. We were able to peg them back, get a couple of wickets, and managed to bowl them out in the end, which was very good to us. And I think the batters did the job. Deandra played extremely well, supported by the skipper in the batting department, and we were very happy with that. I think on the field we started a little bit slow, but once Anissa brought the partnership and the girls got into it, we got a couple of wickets and healed the ball pretty well as well, I think.
Player of the match, Deandra Doughton, helped the West Indies stump Ireland by scoring an impressive 73 runs for the team. This was well supported by captain Stephanie Taylor's 41. The West Indies managed to defeat Ireland with 63 balls remaining. The West Indies women will next come up against Sri Lanka on November 27th.
It's always important to win your first game in any tournament. That will give you confidence. It will give us the points you need to start with. So you want to get the rust out for the first game at all times. So I think it was very, very important, especially after we saw what happened to other teams in the first game. To get this game out of the way was very good for us. And I mean the way we came back and composed ourselves, I'm happy with. A little bit sluggish at the start, as I said, but a win is a win, and we played pretty well deserved and controlled it in the end.
We now turn to table tennis. National junior champion and talented table tennis ace Jonathan Van Lange is currently undergoing intensified training ahead of the inaugural Junior Pan American Games. He will depart for the Cali Games when his training at the Samson Debina Academy concludes on November 27th.
Van Lange's participation provides a great platform for him to register and commence his quest for qualification at the Junior Olympic Games, Junior South American Games 2022, Junior Commonwealth Games, among other Junior Olympic cycle and key international events within the junior realm. The Junior Pan Am Games will start November 25th, but table tennis players are only allowed to enter the games from November 27th, with the discipline going into competition mode from November 30th. Van Lange is in his final stages of intensification training at the Samson Dubina Educational Table Tennis Academy in Ohio, USA. Samson Dubina Table Tennis Academy is a high-yield table tennis training facility which offers a great variety of players, well-qualified coaches, and is widely recognized as a major hub for elite and developmental players. Van Lange was sent to this training camp through support from the Guyana Olympic Association in an effort to sharpen his awareness, provide high-quality match play, while training, adjusting to new players and new environments. This helped to build his psyche given that he wasn't able to play any major competitions over the last 18 months. The 14-year-old also had the opportunity to play and train under the guidance of Guyana Table Tennis Association President Godfrey Monroe, Coach I.D. Lewis, and had the benefit of senior players national champion Christopher Franklin, Shamar Burton, and Joel Allen. Van Lange, who gained a wildcard qualification spot for the games, will play in doubles and singles competition at the games. He will join national teammate Miguel Wong, who is coming off of training at the Topspin Sportix Tennis Center in Germany. In other news, as the Sport Ministry continues to develop the Sport Academy program for the 12 core sports, they are currently mapping the way forward to integrate sports science. This is according to Sports and Exercise Medicine Doctor Zainul Khan.
They're now in their own internal discussions of how to fit us into their organization structure. And once they get past the initial board and everything, they're going to open that conversation with us, and then we'll start moving forward on how to build that.
Dr. Khan is in charge of the Guyana Olympic Association Sport Medicine Group. According to Britannica, sports medicine involves the supervision of athletes in training and in competition, with the goal of prevention and treatment of their injuries. It relies on the application of sports science, which is a field of study concerned with the understanding and enhancement of human performance. Earlier this year, at the inaugural sports conference, representatives from the Sport Medicine Group indicated their willingness to be a part of the Elite Sports Academy. The academy is the brainchild of Minister of Sport Charles Ramsden Jr. It aims to focus strictly on talent development and molding elite athletes. The Sport Medicine Group has been working with a number of local sports since it was formed at the beginning of this year.
What we initially started doing was assigning the different local doctors and physiotherapists to specific teams, right? So they volunteer to which team they want to work with, and then they engage with the team managers and the coaches, and then from there, while working with me, we then start to build each one of the team's practices. So every team is different.
Dr. Khan highlighted the importance of matching sport medicine professionals to sports they are more suited to and knowledgeable about.
What you might do with a hockey team or with a rugby team, you're not going to do with a badminton team, right? Because badminton, you're looking at more shoulder injuries, whereas in rugby, you're talking about trauma, right? You're talking about head injuries. Hockey, you're looking at more leg injuries. So every one of them is very specific, and that's why having a team working with each, having a medical team working with each sport, then allows us to streamline what that sport is needed, what is needed for that sport.
And finally, FIFA, the international governing body of football, futsal, and beach soccer, has wrapped up site visits to potential venues for the 2026 World Cup. This is according to Reuters. The World Cup is set to be co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. After inspection tours of 22 cities and 23 venues, a FIFA delegation will now submit a report from which a number of hosts will be chosen. Toronto and Edmonton are the two Canadian cities bidding for the games, while Guadalajara, Monterrey, and Mexico City are the Mexico candidates. With the 2026 World Cup expanding to a record 48 teams, the joint bid calls for Canada and Mexico to each get 10 games, with the rest going to the United States. There are 18 potential U.S. venues. The FIFA delegation looked at everything from infrastructure to legacy projects to stadiums and practice facilities. A decision on cities can be expected in April. For MTV Sports Update, Jessica Calendar.
That brings us to the end of Sport Update, which was brought to you with the kind compliments of ISG. More after the break.
Get the right seal right now from Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., your immediate SKF sealing solutions. The SKF Seal Jet Machine is capable of building seals from 5mm to 600mm in diameter in under 5 minutes. With technical support readily available, you can get a customized seal to suit virtually any industrial application, like buffer, rod, wiper, and piston seals. SKF Seal Jet Machine, now at Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc.
And that brings down the curtain on tonight's newscast. But before we go, here's a reminder of our top stories. Government to develop the merit system for contractors. Oxygen plant delayed by logistical issues. Ghana's food sector performing well amidst pandemic effects. And in sports science to be integrated in the United Academy. Catch our rebroadcast tomorrow at 6 hours 30. Don't forget to like our Facebook page where the news can be viewed live at 19 hours 30. On behalf of our news and technical teams, Sandy Ramutar saying, stay safe and goodbye for now.